That is for the introduction. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to the skillsurfacademy. My name is Abdullah. So I'm a structural design engineer, and I have own consultancy firm in Sri Lanka, like its name AR Structural Consultants. I'm managing director and founder of the skillsurfacademy. And moreover, I'm working in Dubai as a structural engineer. Okay, along with my professional career, and over the past 7 years, means I started the Skills Up Academy before 7 years. So more than 500 students have successfully completed training with us, and today we are starting 44th batch. Not 44th batch, overall batch. Okay, so we are conducting many courses. Later on, I will. Hussein, can you hear me now? Is it clear? Hussein, yes, thanks. So we are going to conduct 44th batch, which is a great milestone for the academy. In addition to this, parallelly I'm running own consultancy firm, and we are providing some training for the engineers who are completed the courses in our academy. Okay, and I'm really glad to have you here and looking forward to working with all of you in this journey. Okay, and this session is basically designed for the Tekla details, right? This session is designed to give brief introduction to Tekla detailing. Okay, since we have limited time, and we will provide an overview how we conduct these classes and what type of practical outputs you can expect, and mostly importantly, the benefits you will gain, and whether your goal is strengthen your knowledge and technical knowledge, mainly technical knowledge, and enhance your software skills, or apply these concepts like Tekla කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක අද ඔයගලන්ට කියලා දෙනවා. එතකොට this concept and directly in the industry. තොර මේ හිතමු දැන් Tekla ගත්තාම industry කොහොමද වැඩ කරන්නේ කියලා ඔක්කොම ටික අද කියලා දෙනවා. So end of this session, you will have a clear understanding how our training works and what you can achieve by being part of this group. So most probably this uh, introduction will be go for another 1 hour. තර පැයක් විතර යයි. තර ඔයගොල්ලෝ පොඩ්ඩක් මේ ඉවසීමෙන් අහන් ඉන්න ඕන. You have to be very patient and you have to listen. තර තර මේකෙන් මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ කියන output එක ඔයගොල්ලන් පැයක් විතර ඉඳලා බැලුවොත් තමයි තේරෙන්නේ. හරිද? එතකොට මේ lecture මේ lecture අපි කරන්නේ මේ Miss Radhika, our lecturer for this course. So I am conducting structural designs, but Tekla detailing will be taken care about engineer Radhika, who has extensive experience in the Middle East and bringing valuable industrial knowledge to this program. එතකොට යා මේ ගොඩක් experience තියෙන කෙනෙක් මේ Tekla detailing සම්බන්ධ. හරිද? එතකොට මම structural design engineer designing part එක මම කරන්න මම. එතකොට detailing ටික උගන්වන්නේ එයා. මේ අපේ වෙබ්සයිට් එක තියෙන දැනට නිකන් I will show the website. කියන්නේ අපේ LMS එක තුල තමයි කරන්නේ courses ඔක්කොම. යාට දැනට පොඩ්ඩක් පෙන්නන්න. මේ තමයි LMS. I think you might have a look on this website. તો මේ තියෙන courses තමයි LMS තුරු අපි කරන්නේ. ඔය පස්සේ පුළුවන් ඔයාලා මේක බලන්න. හරිද? මේ ඕන දැනට නිකන් just overview එකක් බලාගෙන පෙන්නුවා විතරයි. ඒතර කොන්ට්‍රැක්ට් වගේ කරනවා, Tekla structures කරනවා, Tekla structural design තමයි main ගොඩක් courses තියෙන්නේ. මේ සම්බන්ධ website link ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දාන්න. So it's time එතකොට Tekla ගත්තාම හරිද? උදාහරණ ගත්තා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මොකද්ද මේ කරන්න කියලා පොඩි මේකක් පෙන්නන. ඊට පස්සේ මේ engineer Radhika will continue this one. මේ වගේ steel structure එකක් ගත්තොත් let's say we have steel structure. මේ වගේ warehouse type එකක් ගත්තොත් මේවා කොහොමද මේ connections මේ බලන්න. මේ connections වල තියෙන එකේ concept movement connection shear connection වගේ තියෙනවා. ඒතර මේ how we model this kind of connection. So instead of using AutoCAD, we can directly model in the Tekla like a 3D structure. Okay? මේ වගේම දැන් ඕනම එක 3D වලින් 3D කරලා මේකෙන් AutoCAD import කරනවා. So we will convert to AutoCAD like this. තොර මෙයාගේ ලොකු ගොඩක් ස්ට්‍රක්චර්ස්. තොර එතකොට දැන් මේ ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක මේ කරේ මගේ කෝස් එක කරපු ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් පෝට් සිටි ස්ටිල්. දැන් මේක මගේ ෆර්ම් එකේ ඩිසයින් කරපු මම ඩිසයින් කරපු ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක ළමෙක් කරා මේ කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් දාන විදිය ඊට පස්සේ මේ completely done by the Tekla structure. තොර ඒකෙන් output එක ගන්නෙ කොහොමද මෙන්න මෙහෙම. how we take the output the make a not of pdf AutoCAD වලට convert කරපු එක. තොර ඒ same structure how we create in the how we present this in AutoCAD like it's a general make a fabric erection drawing. තොර part mark ටික දෙනවා මොන beam numbers කොහෙද place වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා complete detail එක උගලන්ට ගන්න පුළුවන්. තොර general arrangement GA drawings, how we prepare the GA drawings by using the Tekla. ඒතර erection මේ fabrication drawing ඊට කොහොම කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා අද කියලා දෙන්න හදන්නේ. So engineer Radhika is there. Can you hear me? Hello Radhika, can you hear me?
Hello.
So engineer Radhika,
Hello.
engineer Radhika, you can continue.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I'm Radhika from Chennai. So as sir said, I am taking the session Tekla for you guys. And then having an experience in Tekla field for more than 12 years I'm having right now. And right now I'm practicing as a freelancer at the same time working in the projects and having a tie-up with some of the industrial companies related to steel structure. Okay, let me share the screen now. That will be easy for you to understand about the software on wheel. Okay. The screen is visible for you guys?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, okay. So Tekla software is one of the BIM software. Okay. So why we calling Tekla structure as a BIM software means we are just extracting a complete data from the 3D model which we are creating. Okay. Either it can be a RCC or steel or timber, whatever the material we are making as in a 3D form, we are just extracting the complete set of database from that model. It's said to be called as BIM, right? That is Building Information Model. And coming here, in this today's session, we are briefly going to talk about the Tekla, why it is very majorly dominating in the steel industry. Okay. The reason is once you have created the 3D model in a steel structure, you can easily interoperability with the other softwares also at the same time. For example, we have to coordinate with the MEP related service persons also, right? The steel structure is not only for the commercial purpose. We are using the steel structure for industrial and to be frank, in the large scale kind of commercial buildings and all, we are using steel structures just for the safety. At the same time, it easily transfer the load than the more self, right? So once we are receiving from data from these designer, that means steel designer, okay? So we need to give all the set of details to the person who is available in the fabrication, okay? So some of the complete set of database, if you see, you will be handling with a fabricator, a team of fabricator, and a team of person who is working on the site also. So as a modeler, you need to understand what are the basic components of the steel structure and what are the connections and everything you need to be understand. And we need to generate the complete set of data in a 2D format drawing from the 3D model. Clear? Clear for you guys? Do you have any doubts in this? So for the purpose of conveying the complete set of data of our structure in a 2D format, we are creating a 3D model in Tekla. That means it's a live model which we are creating in 3D. It's going to be executed on the site as like which we are created on the 3D space. Okay. So there we need to understand some technical concepts. At the same time, you also have to get a knowledge about the site erection details. Okay. So in that case, we are having a set of document technical names, which is means about a kind of GA drawing, assembly drawing, single part drawings. Okay, there are some set of drawings which is used for site execution purpose, and some of the drawings for fabrication. Clear? So just to know about on brief how we are working in this strategy and all those things will be explained in our upcoming session. Okay. And what are the key benefits? If you see the key benefits, you can see that one second. Okay, we'll continue the session. Okay, the key benefits, if you see, means it's not about only the environment which we are working in our country. Okay, you are going to work with the international level kind of country. That means uh, a set of universal standard. Okay, that means you're working with the Australian project, you can work with the UK project, you can work with the US project, but the user interface of the software is common to all the environment. And whatever the project you are working in, US project, if you are working in, you will be working in feet and inches. And if you come to UK project, you will be working in But all these are just a unit conversions. But apart from that, the basic concepts are same and completely similar to each environment which we are working. As we have seen in the slide itself, you can see that it's an open collaboration. You can have a number of projects, either in morning time, you can work with the Indian project, at the afternoon, you can work with the US project in the same software itself. So it's have a number of collaborated with the other BIM softwares also. Okay, that means a architectural person and an MEP person. So even based upon the IFC export and import the criteria of our exchanging data, you can communicate with the other departments with the model, with the 3D model. So what will happen? They will extract the details of our 3D model and they will cross-check with that service, and then they will give you the RFA details. Based on that, you will be having a clarification and you can done a revision within a rapid of moment. And you can also update the model which you are giving a revision also. So there is a easy for creation and the revision part at the same time. Okay. So coming back to here for the industrial application, it's a vast usable for our steel structures. For example, creation of a stadium, offshore structures, oil and gas plant, factories like PEB related kind of factories, residential buildings, bridges, even skyscrapers. So all the set of details using this software, you can able to create and you can easily give a fabrication drawings to the factories, and it will be easy updation also for you. Instead of working on the old school method, this is the updated one version from the Tekla. Okay. And another one is what are the industries we are working and how they are working. So how we can save our time based upon the working strategy. So if you can see here in our complete set of details, there are many set of drawings we create. Kindly someone unmute the mic. It's echo form. It's getting echo for me. Okay. So these are the users why we are using Tekla as a major thing for in the steel industry for creating the 2D set of drawings just to nullify the error to face the huge amount of loss. Okay, because in steel industry it's not that much easy for us to nullify the errors. Once if it is occur in one portion of the grid, it will similarly it will just generate on the number of parts. On the number of grids, the same error will occur. Okay, so just to nullify all the things, you can use the software and can customize every set of components and the profiles also based upon your economic design. Clear? Okay. So coming back to here, how the project will work, the real project flows, how we can able to work. Here, if you see, you can see there is a flow chart here, which is a kind of a some set of works will be carried over in here. Once if you're learning the 3D model completely, you can handle a set of these kind of works all in one as a one-man show. That means you can able to observe the design data, what is the design data is providing from the designer, that means structural designer, and you're the person to create the model. You are visualizing the model based upon the client data, and you are creating the model. So you are the person to understand what is the members and what are the connections we are going to provide in that structure. And after creating the model, you are going to the drafting part. That means this is the 3D model work. Once if you finish the 3D model work, you are going to the drafting as a 2D person. So you're drafting the column, beam, and each and every connection, you're working on that. And after that, the final output, before getting into the final output, you're working as a checker also. So you are cross-verifying with the input data from the client and then architecture. That means it's the real thing we are creating in the 3D structure based upon the grids are exactly created as what they are given. So in that portion, you are undergoing the checker rule. Okay, after that, the final output will be delivered to the client or the fabricator. So in this case, you are once trained as a 3D model, you will be learning completely about the drafting and the checking also. So you can play a three major role in an steel industry when you come to Tekla software. So you can work as a modeler, you can work as a 2D editor, and you can work as a checker. So you can decide what role you are going to play in your industry. Clear? Is there any doubts? Okay, fine. Just continue the session again back. Okay. So what are the industries will be working with Tekla software? If you see, there is a low scale, middle scale, and high scale. All the set of industries are working with the Tekla software just to nullify the major criteria to avoid erection errors. Because that will give a huge loss for the fabricators once if the materials are wasted, they are not connected properly on the site during the erection time. Okay, that's the reason all the set of persons will be working in the complete set of data for just to nullify the complete set of details for the structure. Okay, so just to understand that uh, by creating a 3D model in the space, this not only for the purpose of creating the drawing, just to understand that how the structure is going to behave here on the site. Once if you make any error, like that means a clash check of profiles will be clashing in the connections or whatever else, you can easily identify and you can rectify before getting into the fabrication. Okay, so that's the major reason. Okay, so you can see the list of companies. I just view about only some data which is listed out in the Indian environment. Okay, so which we are the projects we are working with the Indian companies that have been listed out here. And based upon this, they are also working with the international companies in the tie-up because some of the companies are here as working as an MNC. So that's the reason we can able to easily uh, interconnect with the international projects also. Okay. And what will be the real-time project practice you will be facing? Okay. For example, you will be having a set of assignments also in between the session. That means you have to create the column base plates. So these are the assignment tasks which I have been providing for our previous batches. And you can see the samples like this you will be on practice, you will be going through. So not only teaching the model, not only teaching the software, and just also to be interact with you guys regarding the real-time practice that you have to do all the tasks based on this. So we will create a WhatsApp group and we will be going through all the practices with you throughout the session till the complete. And to understand, you have to understand how you are working and how you are practicing. So if there is any error, we will be in the supporting side to nullify and to rectify the issues and to solve. And you have to learn on the time itself. Clear? So these are the things. And another thing is coming back to the regarding the syllabus orientation. Okay, this is the level one. From level one to level three, level five, you will be having a set of details. So that I have been elaborated on brief here so that you can see here. I've been nullified it for your purpose as an introduction chapter wise. Okay. In the chapter one, you can see that there is an introduction and how the software environment, what are the role configuration, how you are saving the model, what are the user interfaces of the icons, and everything will be in the chapter one. In chapter two, if you see, you will be working with the basic tools and commands. Okay. and then how to create the grid and what are the levels and how to understand the client data. So these two things will be covered in chapter 1 and coming back to here in chapter 3 and 4, this is completely about the creation of geometrical sections of the structure. Okay, column, beam, and plate elements, and what are the bolts connecting to the two profiles, primary and secondary. So likewise, you will be completely understanding and what is assembly drawing, what is part drawing. That means once you have created 3D model, you have to give it as a component wise, right? Right from the column, beam, foundation, base plate. So everything will be comes under in this criteria for creating the geometrical components. Okay. And coming here, chapter 6 and 7, it's about the various connections. So you will be seeing as like in our assignments that just now we have been seeing about the base plate connection, column to beam moment, and the column to beam shear connections. So you will be having a set of knowledge and updating your skills about the connections also. So the drafting person will know only the 2D set of drawings. They doesn't know how to visualize. Once if you come to work with the 3D set of drawings only, you can understand about the different types of connections and what are the behaviors also. Okay. So that will be the added advantage to update your skills based upon the design. Clear? And what are the forces, for what type of forces you will be using the moment connection and shear connection. And what is the purpose? And why we are providing the stiffness there. So all these data will be conveyed while you are attending the session. Okay. And then next one is what are the challenging components we are working in the live project like PEB. So what are the set of PEB components? What is purlin connection? How we are laying all the inclined members and how we are placing the purlin on the equal space. So all those details you will be understand. Okay. So after that, once all the data you have learned and you have created the set of 3D object as like this. So after finishing complete set of 3D model, you have been created a complete set of data like this is the PEB structure. Okay. So like this, and you have to understand how you are going to create a 2D drawing from the 3D. So we are generating the drawings. So based upon the plan, elevation, and detail views, everything, and how we are going to numbering the object, and what are the single parts, and what are the parts to be get released in a single part drawings. So all the stuff will be clearly understand in the chapter 8. And you will be giving the detail about the revision type of category and the bill of material and the NC file for the fabrication. Everything will be comes in the chapter 9 and 10. So this is a short brief explanation about the syllabus which we are going to learn in our next 15 hours. Okay. So coming back to here, can see the complete set of data here in this interface tool of the Tekla structure. Okay. So it's completely purely about the BIM software. The BIM software is about the building information model. So from this building, I just want to extract a total weightage of the structure, right? On that case, I'm just going to select all the components. I'm just going to report. And in this report, I want to know only the complete data. Okay. So I'm just going to check with the assembly part list. Okay. I'm just going to create from selector. In your front of your eyes itself, I have been created the report. I'm just getting the complete set database as a report, right? So what are the members, in what grids it's coming on, and what are the set of details are going to be highlighted here. So everything has been highlighted. At the same time, I want the part list of the assembly complete. So that also I'm going to create. Okay. From that, you can able to identify clearly that what is the total weightage of the structure has been created here, right? So as per, once if you have created a 3D model, easily you can get the data of complete set detail of the structure as that is called to be called as a BIM software. Okay. And I'm just going to take the material list now as like part list. Here is the material list. So what are the kinds of materials you are going to use? What are the sizes? and what are the materials are we are provided here, for what is the purpose, and what is the total weight of the structure based upon the material. So each and everything data you will be extract within a fraction of second once you have created the model. That's the uniqueness of this software. So none other than any other software was not competitively uh, in the market right now to beat the Tekla, just for extracting the data from the 3D model. That means bill of material. Within a fraction of a second, you can get the total weightage of the structure, and you can give the quotation that this is the total weight of the structure we are having for the fabrication, and this is the tender quotation we are providing, like so and so. So you can give the details as if in a fraction of second once you have created the model. Okay. So coming back to here again, in front of your eyes, I'm going to create column. So this is the grid I have been created. This is a default grid has been created. Okay. So in front of your eyes itself, I'm just going to create a model. So 0 level, I'm just making the column. Okay. I'm just marking the column in the 0 level bottom to be get a stick onto the coordinates of our axis. So as like all the 3D model, if you see, we will be having a 3 coordinates, that is X, Y, Z, same here also to be placing like that. Okay. So I just created the bottom to be as 0, right? So that to be get reflected in all the model. So that's why I'm just making as a match property right now. And after that, I'm just going to create a levels. So that's the reason why this software is very unique. You can see that grid A, B, C, D, E, and the plan levels has been created, right? So I'm just going to place the column in 7,200 level. First stage, I'm just creating in 3,600. Okay. Here is the connections. Using them, using the midpoint, I'm just creating. Okay. So there is some kind of methods you will be having to just to place the member placing in a fraction of second in an easy way. Even not only in the uniform grid, even if the grid is in a irregular pattern also, you may can create it based upon the copy linear special method. So you can create it very easily. So once I've been created all the data, right? So I want it to be get placed in the level of 7,000. So what are the levels I've been placed? I've been create the level of 7,200, right? So I want all the component to be get placed in the top surface. So this is the plan of 3,600 level. Okay. Once I'm just highlighting, just selecting all the components here, going back to the 3D model. Okay. So in this case, I just want to copy complete set of data to the top surface. So I'm just going to the copy special. Even in 3D, you may can do copy, but in 3D, you can't place the member placing because every component which you are placing in the 3D, what will happen? It will just place it in the 0 level. It won't be created in the same top of steel level. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, once the model has been created, clear. So now I want to know what are the components here. Clear. Just select complete set of project, go to the report. Now go to the material list as we are going to see as in the previous thing. As like we can get the material list also right here. So you can see here, create from the selected, you can see. So ISMB 300 and ISMB 400 are the two profiles I have been created and placed as the components. So here you can see what is the length it has been given, what are the quantity and what are the total weight of this member. You can understand clearly. So likewise, you can import the model from the start pro, which is which has been a member placing model. You will be getting in the software that you can import here, and you can check the weight, total weightage of the structure, and you can place the quotation as if like this type of member we are creating like that. But that model is created center to center. Just for the quotation purpose, you can add on some surcharge value of the weightage and you can place the tender. But at the same time, for the real project, you have to make sure what are the grid details we are providing. Because based on that only on site you are working. Clear? As per architectural drawing and structural drawing, you have to coordinate with these two drawings while you are creating 3D model. Whether these are the grid distance, are they asking whether we have to place the column in center or move from some 10 mm or gap from the grid surface. These you have to understand. Okay. Okay. Once we have completed the set of member placing, clear. Now I want it to be do connections. So for connections, I'm going for right now for your understanding, I'm just going to create auto connection. Okay. And just selected all the points, all the connections details, just going to give a simple create connection. Once I have given the create connections, what will happen? Defaultly, all the connections will be get generated and created. You can see here. So if the data are incorporated, you need to control this macro and you have to create it and you have to practice for that. That's why I have been introduced the exercise pattern here assignments. While we are working with the connection details, you have to understand because all the details are not reliable to the custom component. Okay. In our working strategy, I want to lock the bolt in 50 mm gap from the plate start to end. And at the same time, I want complete profile to be get placed in the 100 mm book. So all these you have to practice on session while we are working with some parameters. So these are the data I want to be get extracted from the drawing like that. Okay. So these are the default concepts which we are working. Clear? So once if the complete data has been finished, so you can work with the drawings. You can extract the complete set of drawings. For example, before getting into the drawing session, we have to number the model. I'm just going to number the model in the drawing and reports. Before getting into that, you have to do a number settings. Okay. So in initial, I want it to be as an initial numbering. So everything has to be taken as a new numbers. So apply OK. Now go to perform number and just click number series of selected options. So likewise, the numbers will be done for the project. Once if the numbers have been done, you can see that report. That means which shows you the complete set of details that I will show you. Part list. In part list that you can see M1, M2, M3. These are the part positions. So based upon this ID only, they will be working on the fabrication factory regarding that. This is the M1 ID. I am going to make this complete set of profile in a quantity of 9 numbers. So likewise, you will be getting that information to the drawing also. In the drawing chart also, you will be having this information. Okay. So you can easily understand this is the consolidated set of data of the report of this particular structure, right? So, but I want the individual details also at the same time. Okay. On that case, we have to create an assembly drawing. So just create an assembly drawing. What will happen? You can see the number of columns, the number of beams will be generated once if you have finished the numbering only. Clear? That's the ID you are giving to the components for column and beam that you are calling with that components that these are the columns and these are the beams that have been generated like this. The 2D set of drawings will be created. In front of your eyes itself, I have been created a 3D component model and then I have been created a 2D set of drawings within 5 to 6 seconds, right? 6 minutes, sorry. So for example, if I open the column 1, you can see this is the drawing has been generated defaultly from the Tekla. So this is the template detail. In this template detail, you can see the column has been marked as C1 and M1 and F1 as like the profile details. What are the connecting plates connected here and what is the total weight of the structure and what is the number of columns has been going to create it. 2 number of columns marked as C1. This is the information given to the fabricator that he has to be get understanding that, okay, this is the column and I have to create this column twice a time. Okay, for that the materials will be like this. So what is the cutting length of the detail? What are the set of details? Everything will be highlighted, and in what location it's going to become grid location. That also you have to understand. So this is the assembly drawing. So in assembly drawing, there are two types. So some cases, if you will be working with only the elevation level of the assembly drawing, in some cases you will be coordinating with the client. You will be working with the single part also. Okay, that means you will be creating the single parts of the drawing like this. Okay, this is the single part. Once from the drawing itself, you can extract the single parts. So giving the information about the model and all the components, about the structures, bolt details, everything you can as it is. So how you can organize the details, how you can organize the complete set of editing details and customizing the font size, color, and everything, taking sections. All those things will be under the icon here, which are representing drawing, annotation, dimensioning, and views. So here you have a set of drawing, annotation types, dimensioning, and views. These are the control for 2D set of. So these you will be learning in the chapter-wise session while we are working with the 2D set of drawings. Okay. So this is the quick recap how we are working with the model and what are the information we are going to extract. And as we have seen about the reports also, see these are the complete set of data which we are learning in the Tekla. Clear? Anyone have any doubts regarding this? That you're having any issues that I can't understand some set of data which I have been conveyed to you right now. And technically, you will be having some informations about the standards. Okay. Right now, what is the industry is working in, which standards they are working in for example, in UK projects, you will have to know about the profile data and the grades of the steels. So all the things will be revealed while we are, that's the theory part of the Tekla steel detailing. I will be giving you some documents related to that. And on class also, we will be seeing about it. And for, especially for the bolt and weld purpose also, we will be working with some kind of nomenclature structure, which practicing on work right now. Okay. For example, fillet weld, how the fillet will be look, how the side weld will be look. Some of the person can be a fresher here, or some of the person will be having a practice of 2D set of editing in AutoCAD, and just for upgrading your skill, you are learning Tekla. So as we are in that session, just to exchange the knowledge with the fresher and the professor, that will be helpful for to learn more knowledge. Clear? Okay, fine. Sir?
Engineer Radhika.
Yeah,
I think
my work has been
you
completed, sir. Yes.
done right, but there are some set of questions.
Yes.
Can you see the chat? What is the difference between modeling in Tekla and the modeling in Revit? Revit also has these options like that. So just ask.
Okay. In Revit, you can't able to extract the fabrication drawings. You can give the plan, elevation, and you can't give what is the bolt size, what is the plate thickness, and how many number of connecting plates are going to become there. So all those complete stuff you can't give in Revit. And at the same time, with the Tekla model, software is upgrading to the design also. Once if you are have a ease work with the Tekla, you are creating the model easily. You can understand the knowledge of structure designing also at the same time. The reason why I'm telling this is they are doing some R&D for designing also in Tekla. So that will be the added advantage once if you have a expert level of working strategy in the model. That's the main thing.
Okay, how can I get the software? Nirojan, we will provide the software link, crack
I will
version.
I will be I will be
Dual
giving
system.
the crack version details,
Yes.
and yeah, I'm giving you the installation guide also. Based on that, you will be installing it on your software in your laptop or PC. So based on that, we will be working. And at the same time, I will give you the instructions while we are doing number settings or all the details where we need to switch off the internet connections, because the Microsoft will be giving the message to the software person, uh, to the Trimble, that these are the persons and these are the IP addresses of working in the piracy version like that. So just to avoid those issues, I will be giving some details how to disconnect the internet connection to the Microsoft and all that.
Okay.
Import all the plates one time for using laser machine cutting. Yes, of course, you can convert, you can export all the details because here it is. Yes, wait. Just so this is the column. I'm just doing a normal one. Okay. I'm just going to export the detail here. I just want it to be DWG file in a 2000 format. Just click off all. And in plot files, it's going to be saved. Okay. So just go to open preview. So like this, the drawing to be get generated right now. So just do export. Once it is export, you can see the file which is created here. For single parts, you can give the NC file. Okay. So no issues in that. As like in front of your eyes, I have created a DWG drawing of this frame which I have been opened the model of C1 in our Tekla software, right? Like this, you can do the export as you ask. Yes, of course, you can create all the plates. Once if the simple part drawings has been created, last like I have created now with the assembly drawing, right? Likewise, you can create the single part drawing DWG file to the export for the laser machine cut. Mainly, that is the uniqueness of the software. Actually, it can easily convert into the AutoCAD file, and you can give that those files as an input file to the laser machine cutting. And some of the advanced level fabrication factory, they will use only the NC file cutting. So that also you can get it from me. In Revit, you can give the data of regarding to the architectural oriented only. You can give the data, not as like in a Tekla structure. You can't give the fabrication drawings uniquely as per grid wise and as per the connection details for the erection purpose. You can't provide. The Revit model is absolutely purely for only the purpose of architecture oriented. You can create the families based upon the Revit which is available in the desktop, auto desktop. Okay, not you can't create apart from that economical sections you can't create in Revit. That it's easily possible in Tekla when it has come to steel structures, especially. And here we are going to see about only purely about the connections details and then about the customizing connections and all the factors. How we edit or adjust the connection component. Yes, of course, you can do adjust and edit the connection components because once there are number of options available, you can create and you can make it as an auto connection and you can also customize the control the macros. This is the macro shear plate connection 103. You can see here you can provide the notch details, bolt details. This is just an auto connection just for to your visualization have been created. But here you have to provide all the values and details. Based upon that only you will create the connection details based upon the client data. That only I have given you about that as an assignment. I am giving the data like this we have to control. Okay. So once if you're working in this detail, you have to create the drawing and vice versa. If you have created the drawing means if you're having the model means you have to create the connection according to these parameters. That we will be controlling the macros which has been created or else you will have to create by your own once you have explored the component. Okay. As like beam and column, you will create a component, you will create a bolt connection, and you will make it as a complete connection that will be a customized one. Clear? That we will be seeing in the session, upcoming sessions, we will be seeing how we are breaking the connection, how we are creating according to our input data, like that. Clear?
There's one more question, Engineer Radhika. That can we do like this?
Which one? Which one they are asking? I can't understand.
Yes. Can you see the chat?
Yes. But this comes under this connection is comes under the complete set of data. That means you have to understand the grids details. That means a circular grid based upon that only you can create this. This is completely about the advanced level software. That means advanced level of teaching. That means a set of circular platform you're working means you can work with these kind of connectors. That will be easy for you to understand the how the axis will be converted in this way. So here the syllabus is completely about the beginner to intermediate. But of course, we can create this connection. There is
Okay.
possibilities here. So for that
Any
you
other
need
doubt?
to for that you need to understand the axis, understand the coordinate system. For that you have to practice more for just to give the geometrical parameters according to this data. So for that you have to get a complete set of 2D data of this connection. What is the length of this hollow section? What is the curvature exact you have to provide? And all those things you need to understand. Then only you can create this connection on Tekla.
Okay.
So this is nothing, this is easy connection only. Once if you are created in one parameter, then you have to make it a mirror to the other two set of zones and then giving a bold details. That's it, you can create easily. For that, you need to get exact about the complete set of details about creating this. What is the parameters of this plate? What is the complete geometrical curve of this one? And what is the length? What is the thickness of this plate? All the details you have to collect it from the client.
Hmm. Okay, Sratika, I hope, student, you, I believe you have now gained a comprehensive introduction to Tekla detailing.
Yes.
Okay, you may now here if you see our website, we have many successful students. You can leave their reviews on our structure website and as well as Facebook page. Please have a look when you have time before you register. Register when calling. ගොඩක් ළමයි ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. Many is more than 500. ඔයගොල්ලන් මේ batch එක පටන් ගත්තාම your batch number will start within 500 to 520 something. Admin will deal with that. So you can visit our Facebook page. Okay, many reviews regarding the course and as well as website. Website එක පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න. එතකොට මේ courses තියෙනවා. Tekla එක course එකක් විතරයි. Tekla structure is one of our courses. එක මේ sectors වලින් එකක්. මේක තමයි අපි දැන් කරන්න හදන්නේ. Okay. So any මම පොඩ්ඩක් මේක පොඩ්ඩක් මේ නතර කරනවා almost the recording no need. Course fee එක ගත්තාම 40,000. එතකොට you have to pay by 2 installment. First installment I think those who paid admin will create a group by end of today and we will share the group link also. I think many of the students are here who participating here. They follow the structural design courses. I think, as I remember, Nalaka Karunarand, well, course, structural design class karami design courses. කවුද මෙතන ඉන්නවද තුන් දෙනෙක්? තේරම් structural design course කරපු කට්ටිය. So එතකොට මේ course එක every Saturday, I think probably Saturday 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Is it okay for everyone? I think. And total approximately 10 hours. Radhika, 10 hours is enough, right? To complete this one? 10 hours is okay.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
think.
sir.
10 hours of training. So initial payment 20,000. Remaining amount should be paid before the third session. Session that you are third session calling second payment karana hari because this is not go for 25 hours or 30 hours. So really short time. So based on the availability, we can arrange another date. Saturday is a fixed. Saturday 8 to 10 p.m. Those who registered, we will link the another additional date. Maybe Sunday. Sunday we can arrange additional date. So I have sent the Google form in chat. I think everyone can see that one, right? ගත්තද link එක බලන්න. එතන Google form fill කරලා මේ admin ගේ number එක මම දාලා තියෙනවා. I have 076561444 that is admin's number. Slip එක දාලා register වෙන්න. So next week we are going to start the course at 8:30. Any other doubts? 9 p.m. to 10:30, but we are planning to change to 8:30. Radhika is 8:30 okay, no? 8:30 to 9:30, 10 p.m.
We'll discuss about it
Otherwise, we can.
one before we are starting the session. The reason is some of the person will have a different time variation. That's the reason.
That's why some students they asking
If
8 to 10:30, 8:30 to 10:30, 8:30 to 10 p.m. Otherwise, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. is fine. No problem. We will discuss Hussein. Okay.
that we will
Maybe
discuss.
8:30
Okay.
or 8:30 or 9 p.m. because some students they are requesting to start 8:30. Some students are requesting to 9 p.m. We'll check. 8:30, either
Okay.
8:30 or 9 p.m.
Okay. Before starting the
Okay.
session, I will give you that confirmation. No issues on that.
Yes, because already two or three students registered. We'll create the group today. End of today, we'll create a group. අනිත් කට්ටිය බලන්න මේ ලෙක්චර් මේක මම රෙකෝඩින් එකත් එවන්න ID එකක් තිබ්බනම් මේ රෙජිස්ටර් වෙන්න මේ කෝස් එක කන්ටිනියු කරන්න පුළුවන්. One more thing, you need an industrial practice. Practice මොකක්ද කරන්න ඕන නම් so මගේ design firm එකේ තියෙන ගොඩක් projects යනවා. I can assign you because මම already I have shown one projects. These are done by one of my student. ඉතර ඉගෙන ගත්ත ඉගෙන ගත්ත එක්කෙනෙක් තමයි මේ මේක කරේ. Radhika, can you stop sharing? මේ project එක
Yes.
සම්පූර්ණ port seal project එක. මේ බලන්න දැන් as he said you have to these connections should given by design engineer because if you know how to design the connection you can place it, otherwise you have to take the details from the design engineer. So now make the
Stop.
movement connection.
Stop the
Sorry.
sharing, sir. You can proceed,
Okay,
sir.
no problem, no, thanks. So මේ වගේ hodges දාන්න කොහොමද? Why we have to provide the hodges to resist the movement. So මේ වගේ දේවල් design wise cover වෙන්නේ නැහැ. No, we are not going to cover the design of connections, but we teach how to model these connections. So spice connections දානකොට the now I think Radhika miss we can provide the slip critical bolt in the Tekla, right? We can mention as a note. Am I correct?
Sir, your
Critical.
system is not. One second. Excuse me. You have not shared the screen actually.
Okay, is it sharing now? Am I sharing?
Yes, just now. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, now here let's say if we are providing slip critical bolts, like we can put the text in the Tekla, right?
Yes, sir.
Friction grip bolts.
Yes,
So
yes.
the spice දානකොට මෙතන අපි we have to provide the friction grip bolts to enhance the movement capacity. So in the Tekla we have to provide for the erection team that we are using slip critical bolt or otherwise friction grip bolts. Now here we use normal bearing bolts. So those will be covered in the session, but not design part, but detailing and how to generate the drawings as I shown before the session. Yeah, like this, how we generate the complete set of drawings like a GA drawings. So students, it's up to you. You may decide here our movement connection may replicate. So here watches everything we can generate. So this is done by one of my student for the course project. So likewise, if projects available, I can assign you to gain a training. Ms. Radhika will also help you if you are interested to work. No issue. Okay, we are going to wind up the session. If you have any doubt, you may contact directly me, or otherwise related to the course, you can contact admin also. Course fee සම්බන්ධ ප්‍රශ්න තිබ්බොත් admin එක contact කරන්න වෙන මොකක් detail තිබ්බොත්
hello
මම මගේ number එක දානවා. I have sent my number. You can contact me direct ගන්න එපා. Please contact me via WhatsApp. Otherwise admin register වෙන process මොකක්ද දැනගන්න ඕන නම් admin number එක දාන්න. If you want to know any registration process, you may contact admin. Okay guys, then have a great day. We'll meet on next week. Next Saturday. අපි group එක හදනවා. I will create a group today. ඒක discuss කරමු 8:00 9:00 කියලා. We'll discuss with 8:30 or 9 p.m. Any other doubts? Do you have any doubts? Any clarification required from our side?
hello
Yes, Karnanda, we can hear you.
හෙලෝ මේ මට දැනගන්න පුළුවන්ද මේ දැන් අපි මොඩල් එකක් ක්‍රියේට් කරලා මොකක් හරි ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකක ඒකේ දැන් ඩ්‍රෝවින් එක දෙනකොට අපි ෆස්ට් පේජ් එකට ඒකේ මේ ඉමේජ් එකක් ක්‍රියේට් කරලා දෙනවා රෙන්ඩර්
ඔව්
ඉමේජ්
ඔව්
එකක්
ඔව්
ඒ වගේ එකක් කරන්න
ඔව්
පුළුවන්ද ටෙක්ලා වල මොඩල් එකෙන් පස්සේ ඩ්‍රෝවින් පැක්
ඔව්
එක දෙනකොට ඉස්සරහට ඒක ඉමේජ්
ඔව්
එකක් දාන්න ඕන රෙන්ඩර් ඉමේජ් එකක්
ඔව්
ඒක
ඔව්
ඒක
ඕකේ
කරන්න පුළුවන්ද
ඒක පුළුවන් Radhika
Yes, sir.
when we prepare the Tekla we can prepare the render drawing right 3D render drawing can you show him the asking we can rendering like a 3D snap when we put in first page.
Yeah, that
Normally,
also you can. Yeah, you can give the snapshot you can provide.
snapshot we can provide.
Yes.
Then pull on 3D snapshot gonna pull render. Like it's not like a Lumion, like a
It's not
like
like
a final
Lumion.
element.
No, don't think like that. It's not like a Lumion.
Yes, like just like a 3D rendering view we can provide.
You can
Okay.
give that like this. You can
can
give
we
the
add
rendering.
I think
can we add material
let me show.
No.
Oh,
You can't add materials and all here. That's the material itself you are creating, right, on the steel.
Okay, now we can SolidWorks. We can add material, some material, actual image we can create using
See,
SolidWorks. Yes,
in
the
one second. In SolidWorks, we have to create. Okay, it's not having a defaultly anything. But in steel structure, it's completely about the profiles. Let me share you the screen 1 minute, please. Then you can understand all these very clearly. See, if I click the profile, you can see a blog is opening here. That means there is a profile. Okay. So I'm just clicking the profile again back. I can see there is a number of things here highlighted, like high profile, like L, like Z profile, and U profiles, and all the set of data will be defaultly uploaded here from the steel tables of the countries. Okay, whatever the profiles available in the steel tables of every region of the every environment which are uploaded here, which we are working, that will be highlighted here in the profiles. Okay, based upon that only you will be creating. Clear? That means not only the profiles of steel, even for the concrete, you will be having once if you are working with the concrete related type of structure. So otherwise, you will be working with similar normal steel kind of. That too, you will be giving the details of everything, each and every about the material. You can see the material details here. Okay, there are 4 kind of criteria. One thing is material is about steel, concrete, timber. Based upon these 3 materials only, you can work in the Tekla. Apart from that, you can use some miscellaneous items like these are the list of the materials they have been provided. Based upon this, you can create the materials. So these are the profile shapes available in the catalog default as like the steel table. And the materials, these are the materials is available. Clear? And once if I want it to be as a concrete, once if we click and create the concrete column, it will be created. And if it is a wooden kind of timber details, and you have to provide the timber details.
for
Okay.
a while. Nalaka, can you see the screen? We can get the drawing like we can provide the this is done by advanced steel. We can show this one 3D drawing like this. Am I correct? Nala, will understand.
Yes, sir. You can give the
Similarly, we can
isometric view.
Isometric view like this way. Okay, like a solid like a wireframe or like a solid rendering. We can give like this one. Only this option we have in the Tekla. Okay. Nalak, is it clear? Nalak, Nalak, Navindani. Navin,
right. ඔය වගේ මේ මොනවද කියන්නේ wireframe image එකක් තමයි ගන්න පුළුවන්. නිකන් අර
Oh,
ඔයා
either
හිතන්නකෝ
wireframe or solid. Solid gonna pull. We can take
solid
solid also.
මට ඕන දැනගන්න සාමාන්‍ය ඔයා හිතන්නකෝ මේ මැටීරියල් එක ඇඩ් කරාන් පස්සේ මොකක් හරි මේ
Oh,
මැටීරියල් එකක් ඇඩ් කරලා ඒකේ ලුක් එක ගන්න පුළුවන් ද රෙන්ඩර් කරලා සාමාන්‍ය නැත්නම් අපි
Yes,
දැන්
ඒක
මේකෙන් කරලා ඉවරලා ඒ ටික solid works වගේ නම් ඒක render image එක ගන්න පුළුවන් අර ඒ look එකම ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ
ඔව්
මොකක් හරි ඔය මං දාපු කොළ එක කියන්නකෝ. ඔය කොළ එකට
ඔව්
නිකන් ඇලුමිනියම් හරි පවුඩර් කෝටින් හරි මොනවා හරි කලර් එකක් දාපුවාම අර ඇක්චුවල් ඉමේජ් එක ගන්න පුළුවන් රෙන්ඩර් කරලා. ඒ වගේ
ඔව් හරි
මේකෙන් අපි ඔයා හිතන්නකෝ දැන් ලොකු ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකක් වගේ නිකන් පොඩි සබ් ඇසෙම්බලි එකක් ඉල්ලුවා කියලා කස්ටමර් කෙනෙක්. ඒ වගේ
ඔව්
එකකදී සබ් ඇසෙම්බලි එයාට ඉමේජ් එකක් බලා ගන්න ඕන නම් අපි එයා ඉල්ලනවා
එහෙම පුළුවන්
ඒ කොටස විතරක් ඉමේජ් එකක්. එහෙම ගන්න
පුළුවන් පුළුවන්
පුළුවන්ද
ඒක
කියලා?
පුළුවන්
පුළුවන් නේ. ආ
පුළුවන් ඒක
රයිට් රයිට්.
එහෙම පුළුවන්
රයිට් රයිට්. thank you thank you.
ඕකේ වෙන මොකක්ද තියෙනවද any doubts what about others okay then we'll wind up the session but okay guys have a great day if you have any doubt you can contact I think I have sent my number admin's number also okay guys see you now okay Radhika we are leaving
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
bye